Welcome to my show and the third and final part of how to become a more effective and confident interviewer. If you missed the first two parts where I share the first 7 steps, you can find both shows in the description. Many managers are simply not great interviewers, but the great news is with some effort, some focus, and desire, you can absolutely increase your confidence and improve these skills. On today's show, I am going to focus on the last 4 steps to help you do this. Step number 8, be an active listener. There's a lot going on during interviews. Besides spoken words, candidates display body language and nonverbal clues too. To keep track of it all, you need to hone your active listening skills and pay attention to your own body language. Make eye contact frequently with the candidate and offer encouraging visual clues as you listen, such as head nodding and smiling. Be mindful of what your body language is conveying. Crossed arms and furrowed brows can indicate deep thought, but they may also come across as disinterest or disapproval. Aim to keep body language soft, open, and neutral. It can be worth noting the candidate's body language and their facial expressions, but do not place too much value on these, as stress can heavily influence them. Don't try to commit all of the candidate's responses to memory either. For more accurate comparison later on, jot down their answers using the Cornell method or a similarly straightforward note-taking system. When taking notes, write down the candidate's responses verbatim whenever possible. This prevents you from over-processing the information in the moment and making inaccurate judgments. For example, a candidate's response of, "I prefer to work in the back of the house," might lead you to erroneously assume he or she lacks people skills. Don't hesitate to ask the candidates to further clarify their thoughts. Consider restating or summarizing what you hear the candidate say to ensure you understand their point of view. Step number 9, turn the tables. Interviews are an opportunity not only to get to know each candidate, it's also a chance for them to find out about you as a person and an employer. Break up the flow by periodically asking the applicant if they have any questions. Also, use this time to provide further information about the position and the company. Save ample time at the end of the interview to answer any additional questions, including those about the company or the culture or schedule or benefits. Be as transparent and direct as possible in your responses. Step number 10, use your best judgment. Implicit biases can cloud your judgment, leading you to make potentially inaccurate assumptions about candidates and their abilities. Prevent rash decision-making and avoid passing over stellar candidates by understanding how bias can affect you. Sometimes simply being aware of your subconscious bias is enough to avoid knee-jerk reactions. Resist the temptation to make final decisions about candidates immediately upon meeting or partway through the interview. Nerves can run high, so give those a chance to settle and instead focus on accurately documenting candidate responses. After all interviews are completed, use a scale, a poor to excellent or 1 through 5 scale works well to rate candidates. For example, compare all responses to question number 1 and rank each applicant answer accordingly, then move to question number 2 and do the same. Repeat for all other questions. This side-by-side comparison helps you remain objective in your evaluation. Step number 11, see it through. Wrapping up interviews can be another challenging transition. Always end the interview on a high note. Thank the applicant for inquiring about the position and getting to know more about the company and about you. Again, ensure that you have answered all of their questions and ask if they have any final remarks. Advise candidates of the next steps and provide an anticipated timeline. For instance, let them know that you will contact them within 1 week regarding your decision and or the need for a second interview. Recognize that even if an applicant doesn't work out this time around, they may be a great asset in the future, or they might serve as a referral for a qualified friend or family member.